Hi everybody, welcome to Big Oggie World and welcome to Thinks with Drinks.
Proper drinks. Handsome.
Handsome. Proper job. Got a box, love. It's taking over my world right now.
It's an unboxing.
It's an unboxing. Better move those drinks out of the way now.
I gotta have a drink first. Plus the fact with sugar slipping.
Forgive me for disappearing a minute out of the camera shot. So, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
That's going to take some getting out.
Oh, break the
Well,
box.
that's one way of doing it. Yeah, best way. Go on, pull. Lovely. But what's in the box
Is that?
is that. I'm going to go behind the camera a second, okay? That is a new air fryer.
Well, it's a 9-in-1.
Well, yeah, they're all multiple purpose.
Air fryer, roast, grill, bake, broil, dehydrate, toast, rotisserie and reheat.
Yeah. So, yes, you know, on the channel we've done some air fryer videos. We use an air fryer. We'll discuss that in a minute, but we've used more than one actually.
Well, let's stick that down there a
Yeah.
minute and then we can have a little talk.
We're moving to a different one.
Right, so we bought an air fryer when air fryers first came out.
We did, yeah.
We bought the Ninja.
Yeah, but it was like a
It's a
multi-purpose thing.
cooker. It's a big, massive round one and it's very deep and it had two lids. So one lid was for air frying and all that sort of stuff. And there was a separate lid that you could put on for slow cooking and pressure cooking.
It's a bit like a pressure cooker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that, at the time, it was brand new at the time. And it was brilliant for pressure cooking.
Yeah, fantastic for that. We made some really good stuff.
The problem with it, with air frying, and I use my air fryer daily, every single day.
Yeah.
The problem, not necessarily for chips. Don't don't think we eat chips every day because we don't. But the thing with that air fryer was, if you were air frying something, the bowl was so deep.
Yeah, I'm going to try and show you a picture of one. We've got an advertising picture of it.
That you needed to get something with a very long handle on.
Yeah.
To get in and turn things.
Even normal tongs were quite tricky to use.
Yeah, normal tongs weren't even long enough. Because the thing with an air fryer, as you will all know, especially if you've got one, is that you cannot overload the thing, otherwise the air doesn't circulate properly. You need to agitate it regularly to make sure that it is cooked evenly, if you like. So the problem with the first Ninja was it was too deep, and although I could do it, it was very difficult for anyone else to do it.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm a bear of little brain. It wasn't that easy to use.
So then out came the new Ninja Dual.
Which you've seen on the channel, and we're showing you a picture now, a photograph of ours.
A picture in. So the Dual was a rectangular shape with two baskets. Now in theory that was fantastic because you pull the basket out and shake it. You didn't need to put anything into the basket to agitate it. And you could cook two different things at the same time. Again,
so that's
bonus.
That's its main advantage, really, is for that, cooking two different things at the same time.
But where do we begin with it? So it's great. It takes a lot of cleaning, I find.
Yeah, it's still great, but yeah, there's a lot of bits.
It takes a lot of cleaning because the thing with an air fryer is if you don't clean it like regularly, like almost every single time you use it, even though you don't add grease to it, especially if you buy something like a frozen chip or a frozen roast potato.
Yeah, something that's got that fat already impregnated
fat
into
already
it.
on it, and then when you cook it, it drips down through your baskets. Now, I've tried liners. I have got disposable liners that you just use once and then you throw them out. They don't work properly because you put them into the basket, you put your food into the basket, and the air whizzing round makes the sides come in.
But they collapse, don't they?
They
collapse
come
inside,
inwards,
so they don't really.
Which means all the stuff around the outside tends to stay white. It doesn't cook properly.
Right.
And it's very difficult to agitate something when it's on a piece of paper that moves. So that
moves,
work.
but the stuff inside doesn't move.
That was rubbish. So I bought these silicone baskets.
You're using it to carry all manner of bits and pieces in them at the same time.
I'm actually hiding things in these because these are extremely sharp knives and I daren't let my kids near them. So they're hidden, those baskets, they never look. So these are the silicone baskets, and as you can see inside, they're ridged.
Yep. So again, that should give you some airflow for it.
It should give you airflow, and it should also mean that any fat comes away from your product. But what a nightmare to clean.
Right, okay.
I feel like Nan then on Catherine Tate.
I wouldn't know.
What a nightmare.
What a nightmare, okay.
So that didn't work either. So I've just been using my normal baskets, which mean they need to be cleaned all the time.
Yeah.
Now the thing with the Dual Ninja was actually it's very easy to use, and I managed to teach our son
Yes, we did, yeah.
how to do his own tea because we were going to be away at the golf day.
And he has a few issues, so you know, to teach him that was quite good.
And he learnt it, so basically the bear with the small brain
Could use it as well.
could potentially use it if you put his mind to it. The only problem again with that issue was that they are still baskets, and although they're not deep, some things need to be turned. So he likes hash browns, and hash browns need to be flipped. Now I can do that with no problem with a pair of tongs. The tongs are long enough and I can just catch hold of the hash brown and flip them over. He doesn't have the hand strength to be able to use tongs, which he has hypermobile joints. So he doesn't have the strength to be able to squeeze a pair of tongs that are sprung to catch hold of something, flip it over and then let it go. He just doesn't have that coordination. So that meant then that he could catch hold of it and pull it out. So he had to take the hash browns out, put them on a chopping board, get a fork, turn them over with a fork, and then put them back in.
Yeah, so in theory it wasn't as simple as we thought. Yeah, okay.
So then we saw this one.
Yeah.
Tefal.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I saw something like this in Lakeland originally, which had something I really fancied on it.
Yeah, you did.
And we didn't buy one because we really liked that at the time. And then I saw this on Facebook a few days ago actually. Tefal website, genuine Tefal website. They're selling a lot of stuff discounted. This was heavily discounted, £100 off, I think.
Yeah, it was.
So the end of September. So by the time you see this, you might not have had much chance. But they do a lot of these things at Tefal. A lot of discounts, heavily discounted stuff. Whether they're bringing out a new one, I don't know. But I like this one because to me, this is like a mini oven.
It is.
I always think air fryers. Air fryer is the wrong word for it. It shouldn't be called an air fryer.
No.
It should be called an air oven because it is an oven.
It is.
Yeah, but they're just in funny components, funny containers.
Yeah.
So this is like a small version of an oven. So it's got, hopefully, if I've got it right, a front loading door.
It has got a front loading door, and the thing with the front loading door is I've watched all of the things about this project, and the door comes off easily for cleaning.
Okay.
Because the cleaning is the massive part of these things. You have to keep them clean.
So I believe, yeah.
So the door comes off easily.
Okay.
It's got set programs to it. There's no basket with this, as in deep baskets. It shelves like a mini oven.
Yeah, it shelves like a mini oven. Yeah.
Which we'll show you in a minute. The main thing that John really liked about this is it's got a little rotisserie in it.
It's got a rotisserie in. Oh my word, I've always wanted a rotisserie. I know. You can't beat a rotisserie chicken or rotisserie anything if you stick it on a rotisserie and go round and round. You just cannot beat one.
No.
And it does have that
in it.
Technology
now, it's only small. As you can see, it's small. So it's only going to take a small to maybe medium chicken.
Well, this isn't a video about a Tefal. This is the Tefal version. We've had Ninjas before about certain air fryers and what works good or bad about them. It's more of a discussion about air fryers. They just happened to arrive, so we thought we'd do this. My problem with air fryers is they're all small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big lad, all right, and I appreciate I eat a lot of food. But take that into account in the fact that if you're a family, in theory, you need an oven that's big enough to feed a family of 4, say.
But then you have to have realistic expectations. So, a small to medium chicken.
Yeah.
There's 4 of us in our family. How much do I eat?
Yeah, but
No,
Yeah.
but come on.
Will you eat enough for a sparrow, love?
Right. How much does our daughter eat?
Yeah, not much more.
Another sparrow. So the only two people that eat a reasonable amount of dinner would be you.
Or a growing lad and
you.
an already grown lad.
And that growing lad isn't particularly keen on real
meat, unprocessed food.
meat.
Yeah, but that isn't. I'm not discussing that about us. I appreciate that there's an issue with us, and we can get around that. But there's plenty of families out there who wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, this reckons, according to this, it can feed 6 people.
Yeah.
Now, I have seen the reviews, and the reviews do contradict that, and they do say 3, yes.
Yeah, I think 3.
4 at a push.
I think air fryers, and unless you can find a huge one, which I don't think you will,
No.
because I think this is probably one of the biggest I've seen. They're kind of designed for small families or for couples or for singles.
Right.
And you would use them instead of a big oven,
Yeah.
which would end up having to take over anyway if you're doing lots of roast dinners.
So I have done in our Ninja chips, homemade chips for the family, for 4 of us, and I have had to use the 2 baskets.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, that's because you can't overload them. So 2 baskets is enough chips for the 4 of us, not overloading the basket.
No.
Now, last week, it was last week, but I'm not sure when you'll see it, I did a macaroni cheese
Mac and cheese.
recipe
It went out yesterday according to our system, so.
for the air fryer.
Yeah.
Now, that, I have questions. I question that recipe.
One reason why we wanted to discuss air fryers, actually.
Exactly. Because our air fryer, because of the 2 separate baskets, you cannot make a large portion. So we have to do individual portions.
Again, one reason we got this one.
Okay.
Okay.
So individual portions. The actual amount in the recipe was enough for 3.
3, yeah.
Large.
I'll try and show you a picture
portions.
of that, but you'll see what we said.
But if I cooked them in the air fryer, that meant that my air fryer, both baskets were used once, and then I still had to put it on a third time for the 3rd portion.
And if it wasn't just for mac and cheese, say you were doing a 2 lots of fries or chips, and then you want to do bits of chicken or whatever to go with it, you would then have to put it on again and do that.
So my question then becomes, although it's technically cheaper to run,
because it is quicker, it's a lot quicker.
it is, well, it's not
But it's
that
a fair
much
amount
quicker.
quicker.
It is, like, if you did a baked potato in there, you're still putting it in 45 minutes to an hour.
So it's about a third quicker, maybe.
So I'd say probably a third quicker. But then if you're going to do 4 baked potatoes of a decent size, you're not going to get them in there anyway.
Right, you'd be bunging them in the main oven.
Whereas if you put them in the oven, they're all cooking at the same time. So my question is it actually cheaper?
Are they as economical as
people are making them out to be?
Not just the companies, but everyone, government, everything. Saying you should have slow cookers, you should have air fryers.
Slow cookers, absolutely, totally agree with all the hype. Couldn't beat a slow cooker, not if you tried, I don't think, for casseroles and that sort of thing. And actually, I quite often do a chicken in the
we've done for puddings, we've done chickens, we've done everything.
And I've done ham in the slow cooker because it doesn't dry out, and I like that. But when you're cooking for a family, I'm not 100% sold on the fact that you can use an implement like the Ninja Duo and cook everything and everything will be done.
Yeah.
I don't see.
This is what we're kind of hoping this might help, because it has, like we said, it's a mini size oven, but it does have.
So for the Ninja, for instance, they reckon you can cook a whole chicken in one basket.
Right, but again, that's a very small chicken.
And then you can put roast potatoes in the other. Well, I'm not sure how many roast potatoes you lot serve up to each other, but there certainly is not enough room in that basket for the roast potatoes for 4 adults.
Slight digress. Do you remember the advert for Bird's Eye Burgers when we were kids? When they had the young girl and the little boy,
right?
And they were doing it, and it was like she'd do the plate, and it'd be like 1 Bird's Eye burger and about 6 crinkle cut chips and about half a dozen peas, and that'd be what they thought was dinner. And I'm wondering that's what they think dinner is nowadays.
Well, maybe
but it wasn't,
is,
and it isn't for most
maybe
people.
That is an issue. Maybe portion sizes have grown over the years, maybe that is, a contributing act to obesity. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that theory. My theory is, though, that they're trying to sell us products that will save us money and, you know, make this crisis of money at the moment better.
Yeah, economic crisis, energy crisis, all those things, yeah.
When actually it doesn't necessarily work. Like you said, if you were a couple, absolutely, totally.
Yeah, if you were a couple with one of these, no kids, or you've got one kid, perfect. Have one.
Or
get one.
Ones.
Get one now. Or little one. Get one now. Because they're well worth it, and you would never use your oven again. And I think quite a few of the comments we've seen in various things about this and other ones, I'm pretty sure some of them were saying, "Oh, I never use my oven again," and probably because they are that kind of age, and they do have that kind of side of people.
I mean, I know that these things. I mean, even this thing. I mean, there's probably pictures of cakes and stuff on it. I'm not sure that I would trust it with bacon.
Well,
really not.
We will find out. You know, we are going to test out the Tefal properly and give it a whole world with lots of things. So we're not knocking Tefal, we're not knocking Ninja, we're not knocking anybody. We're just saying, when you buy an air fryer, be wary that they're not as big as you think they are if you've got a larger family.
Yeah.
And obviously they take a bit of space in your kitchen.
Absolutely.
But they will not, if you're a reasonable sized family, take over your main oven.
What I've seen with this one, this Tefal, is I've seen a couple of people, and actually it makes perfect sense. In theory, this should be perfect for our son. Yeah. Because no longer will he have to go delving into baskets. It's a shelf, and you pull the shelf out, you do what you got to do, you put the shelf back in, you close the oven door, done. I've seen several people say with this Tefal that they've had one at home, and then they've gone and bought a second one for their children, you know, daughter, son,
Students.
Whatever, to take away to uni.
Yeah, again, perfect.
If you're single on your own, absolutely wonderful.
Or even if you're in a communal house or whatever, and you've got a kitchen, everyone can use it. But again, it's for kind of individual portions, 2 or 3 people, no more than that.
It appears to be very easy to use. We'll try that out.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will give students, once they know how to cook with it, independence.
Yeah, because they need to learn to cook.
The other thing as well is that it sort of kind of promises that the cleaning of it is simple.
Well, again, we'll find out.
And again,
let's get it out, and then we'll at least look at it before we finish this thing to drink. Because
let's just unpack it.
Yeah, because the discussion was more about are all air fryers kind of what they're cracked up to be.
So in the box you get a little baggie of basic information, and we have been told that the information that comes with it is poor.
Okay,
that you need to download a QR code and go onto a website to get decent recipes and decent
I will say I have done that. I've downloaded the Tefal app. There is a specific app for it, and I think the app is really good. There is lots of recipes on there, so we will be using some recipes from the actual Tefal app to do this.
So the first thing that comes out is this shelf. It's actually cast. It's not even aluminium. It's cast iron, which is
the iron or aluminium is pretty light. I don't know.
No, it's not aluminium. Okay. It's too heavy for that. But it's great quality. Is what I'm saying. It's not. It's like it's a feather and going to twist. No,
it's not going to twist and bend easily. Like
this is a double shelf that you can use. So on this side, it's telling you it's for the grill. So when you preheat it, you can put your steak on or whatever, and you're going to get your nice little lines.
Yeah.
On the other side, it says pizza.
Yeah, well, it's round.
So it's not a big pizza.
Well, it's a single pizza. I'm not sure how big it is. It's 7 inches probably. Probably. If that, yeah.
But okay. I would say that's great quality. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, it's not a family pizza.
Then you get your handles, which you've got 2 different handles for the 2 different types of shelf. So I'm not sure which those are. That one's silicone covered, so that one's not going to get hot, which is good. And this one obviously is for the wider shelf.
A couple of spikes, which I'm assuming is to do with the rotisserie.
Spikes are for the rotisserie, absolutely. So you've got 2 of them, one to go into each end of your chicken. Now those are aluminium. They feel pretty sturdy, but I would say, whoops, be careful you don't bend those.
That's the rod for the rotisserie.
Yep, that's the rod. Now the rod for the rotisserie, very strong and sturdy. obviously
The build
spikes.
quality is really good. I mean, I'm not here to knock Tefal or anybody else. We just paid
119.
Yeah, something like that on the.
Which is a.
Yeah, it should have been 220 on.
Got it?
Yeah, hopefully.
Right, I've got more stuff here. Hang on a minute.
Well,
Let's
get
do
that.
these bits first. So you've got two. This is what I like. So these are the shelves for if you want to do chips or roast potatoes or anything like that. So you've got a shallow one.
Yeah.
And then you've got a deeper one. Now someone said that they'd never get enough chips on there to feed a family, but why would you want to get them all on one when you've got two shelves?
Fair
You just
enough.
put them on
Okay.
two shelves and put them in, and that.
Yeah, but again, you've got that same issue as you would with the Ninja.
Yes,
you
but-
can do the chips first, then you got to do something else.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, in this oven, as far as I'm aware, there are several gaps. Just put it up. Now, obviously, if you're going to rotisserise a chicken, don't even know if that's the word, rotisserise,
Sounds good.
then all you're going to get in that little in the little space is a chicken, because it's going to take all of the space because it needs
Yeah.
to turn. There you go.
Okay.
So you've got another. So you've got two narrow ones and the deeper one.
I'm going to move this box and go behind camera a minute, try and zoom in a bit for you.
So you've got three mesh boxes. You've got a grill cum pizza thing. You've got a rotisserie thing. And then this is your drip tray, which is non-stick. It sits in the bottom of the oven to catch any drips so that it makes cleaning easier. So you've got 1, 2, 3. 3,
3 rails.
1, 2, so 3.
Yeah, and remember, you're not putting a dish on top of those.
No.
They are the dishes.
That,
So
exactly,
it's not like you have
because it's going to
give people
drip
the
through
spaces
onto your
very
dip
big.
fry.
Yeah.
So if you want to do roast potatoes or whatever, obviously you're going to use your
Bit
deeper one,
yeah.
and you probably won't put both of them in. Put one in the bottom with roast potatoes on, one in the top with roast potatoes on, not a problem. If you wanted to grill, in goes your grill for your.
And we've only just
Whatever.
opened this
Yeah,
ourselves, so we are
literally.
doing this, we are winging this as we go. So
So you could, you can put your piece of steak or whatever in, and your chips on the bottom, and as long as you don't mind sort of the drips from the steak or whatever, which, let's be fair, would add to the taste of your chips,
probably would, yeah.
then
In theory, it would work.
absolutely. Or turn it over,
Pizza.
get yourself some pizza and chips, not a problem. Take all these out. These would go into the dishwasher. I would say though, make sure you clean them every time, because they have
Quite
got small
fine mesh.
holes,
Yeah.
and you will not get them out if they're dirty.
Okay.
And then you just take your little dishy out, because it's non-stick. That's going to be easy enough to clean. I think the thing I like about this is the fact that it is easier to clean than delving into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thing.
I think it's a less complicated system. It's an easier to clean system.
Yeah.
Probably about the same size as the Ninja, etc., and all the other ones we've seen. When you look at the actual
Yeah.
design,
What I can see from the spiky thing for the rotisserie is there is a specific thing.
there'll be a slot for
It goes in there like that, and then it sits down in there. And there's obviously a mechanism in there to turn that. So obviously, if you've got a chicken rotisserie thing going on, you're not going to be able to
That's
put
all it does.
anything else in there at the time. But bear in mind, once your chicken is cooked,
Yeah, you need to rest
you
it.
need to rest it. And whilst it's resting, you can whip in
Do the
your
rest.
chips or your roasters or, Yorkies or whatever the hell you want. So I'm going to have fun playing with this,
Yeah,
and you will see it.
and you'll see it. Like I said, we're going to finish this video because obviously we're going on quite a bit, but it's mainly really a discussion about air fryers. Whether they are as compatible for bigger families or not, I don't know. Jury's still out as far as I'm concerned on that, but this may change my mind about this, because once we've done this a few times and cooked a few things, we'll see how easy it is to feed a family of 4. Really.
I think this is something to do with the rotisserie, but I'm not sure, so I'll have to. Yeah,
okay. Again, we haven't gone through all the instructions.
So I'll have to read what that is for.
So this is not a video to tell you how to work this. This is more about a discussion on air fryers in general. But we just happened to get one today.
That's how.
That's for that one.
That works.
Okay.
And obviously you just turn it over and put it in the other side if you want to. The thing I'm excited about with this, the thing that I'm most excited about with this is the grill section.
Okay.
Because the grill on our oven is not easily usable.
No, you're quite short and it's quite tall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do like to grill things like steaks and things like that.
Yeah.
So this, potentially...
And obviously the thing I'm most excited about is
the rotisserie.
Rotisserie chicken. Although whether that'll be a rotisserie budgie, I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out. You'll do guinea fowls really well. So we're going to leave it at that for today. This is just a vaguely quick discussion about air fryers, and in fact we've got another new baby. Kelly's got another new gadget in the kitchen.
Liar. You wanted this one. This was John's baby.
I discussed it with her and then I paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Yeah, for her. Honestly, for her.
Because you wanted a rotisserie chicken.
Because I love you, darling, that's why.
Yeah, alright.
Can we go and get a chicken now, knowing how big it is?
Well, the thing is, we already bought a chicken and it's too big
it's too big for this one, yeah, I know.
Not have to wait until the middle of the week.
Small size chicken, yeah. Okay.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye, everybody.
Subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, well done, thank you. Hit the notification bell. We'll see you soon. Bye.